Are retirement planners or financial planners going to be made obsolete because of AI? As a ex-financial planner, retirement planner, I can tell you that I don't think that AI will actually make financial planners obsolete. And here's why. All of the information that is accessible today is already accessible via the internet. So there's blogs and Google searches that any client can do that will give them all the information that's accessible that ChatGPT could give you if you did a Google search. Now I must say that the information is put much easier, so the time it takes you to get the information will be much faster, but it's not going to replace the one-on-one or the tailored advice of a good financial planner. So if you go to a financial planner for cookie cutter advice, you might also just do a standard Google search. But as far as a good financial planner and the advice that they give to you specifically, and the transitions and the kind of life events that happen to you and how they can help you in those transitions, the relationship that is built, that is the true value that a financial planner can give you. Now, what about the cost? And is it truly worth the cost? And here's what I will tell you. Similarly to how you think, or I think anyway, about one day I want to hire a CPA or an accountant to take care of most of my finances, I also one day want to hire a financial planner. You might be asking, well, Matt, you were a financial planner. Why do you need one? Well, it's just easier for me to not have to think about those things anymore when I have enough financial capacity to just hire it out, because I have much bigger things to deal with. Additionally, when I reach a certain age, I don't want to have to worry about dealing with those things when my mental facilities may not be as strong as they once were. And I also rather enjoy my life rather than worry about things like that. And in the realm of financial planning, because I know so much, there's a lot that can go wrong. And it's not just stock market went up today and I picked the wrong stocks. It's how do we get access to this money? If this money comes out, how's it going to be taxed? If this money comes out, is it going to take 3 days to settle? If I need the money tomorrow, do I need a wire? Do I need a regular stock settlement? Is this foreign? Is this a foreign stock? Does that matter? Right? Is this brokerage up today? Is it down today? Those things all can play a part when it matters. And if these things matter when you are in the hospital, settling a bill, buying a car, paying for car repair, it is really, really, really important to get the funds quickly. And those things cannot be handled by, sometimes if you have no internet connection, right? I mean, granted, you would need to contact your financial planner via phone. So you have to make sure that those things are open as well, which is why you find a good, reputable, local, hopefully, financial firm that has staff. But for the most part, it is really important for a lot of the more nuanced things to have a financial planner like that has the capacity to do those things. Additionally, when you build a relationship with a financial planner, if something were to happen to one of the two spouses, then you would be able to help with, reconciling taxes if you had an accountant. And if you had a financial planner, at least all the accounts would be accounted for. You'd be able to say, oh, okay, we've got all these accounts here. Let's go ahead and figure out how to handle them. And sometimes the spouse just needs somebody to push them in the right direction. Just get started in the right direction. not hold their hand the whole way. I mean, you could get someone to, if you paid them enough, they could do it all for you. But for the most part, basic level of service, they'll just kind of push you in the right direction. If you pay them for the concierge VIP service, they might do it all for you. If you sign a form that will allow you to act as their full-on fiduciary, I'm sure they'll do it all for you. But for the most part, that comes extra. But for all sakes and purposes, what I'm talking about here is that an AI will never be able to really push you in the right direction. You have to always ask it questions. And that is where we cannot forget and we cannot kind of romanticize that AI is the answer to everything. We still have to guide it. One day, AI will prompt us to kind of, profile us and then say, hey, you seem like this kind of a person. Or we might be able to feed it all of our data and then it can say, okay, here it is. But we still have to know what data to feed it, which will require human programming, human interaction, and human input. But until that day comes, human interaction is still ultimately necessary. And we are not there yet. And we won't be there yet because the human experience is still a great part of making important decisions. And it's still a great part of meaningful experiences. And money is a meaningful experience. When people spend money, there is meaningful experiences. The people who have decided to go 100% all in the kind of, don't have a financial planner and all of that, they have knowledge on their finances, and they also have a simplistic view of their finances. In their head, it's very simplistic. They might not have children. They also might not really have families. They might not have a complicated, pretty much once you start having people that rely on your money other than yourself, you start needing to get financial planners involved, simply because it becomes very difficult for other people to understand what you're thinking without like a mediator there. And that's what the financial planner is for. They're kind of the in-between collectiveness between you. Now you could use AI for that if you were to, feed an AI that, and that might be an experiment, which I might do. But for the most part, like, AI will not be able to replace the financial planner yet. And here's why. Okay, so in the case of someone passes away, the financial planner will be able to guide the surviving spouse with everything that they will need to do and initiate this and help. AI wouldn't be able to do anything unless you told it exactly what was going on. And a lot of times, AI doesn't know what's going on yet. It could be told what's going on, but you would have to know what to do at that point. The way the current system is set up, AI would not know. Not yet. It could, but not yet. One day it will. The finance industry is moving fast. AI moved fastest there. I don't know if anyone knows this, but the machines took over the finance world a long time ago. They took over when we had the first technical crash where the machines crashed the market in 2000. So the machines have been controlling the stock market for over 20 years. So they're in there. And if you think ChatGPT moved fast, imagine that the finance sector has had this kind of head start on us by 23 years. So they're going to figure out stuff way faster than we can even imagine. And I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple years, a couple months even. But what I can tell you, and what I do know, is that the best way for us in the retirement space, in the finance space, to keep, I guess, our head on straight is to just keep updated, right? And the best way to do that is to subscribe and let me know that you're interested so that I can keep posting things like this, or I may not. And as you know, this is not my main channel, but I do want to know if you are interested so that I can post. And I'll see you guys in the next one.